What's going on YouTube? GSN right here. So in today's video we're going to discuss about the status of the iOS 12, iOS 11.4.1 and iOS 11.4 jailbreak. We're going to also discuss about an Anemone alternative for the jailbroken devices, and also we're going to discuss about the iOS 12.1 Beta 2 that has been released by Apple today. This video is brought to you by Tenorshare and their software Reboot, which helps you fix your device if it's stuck in recovery mode or if your device doesn't power on anymore and shows the Apple logo or the iTunes logo. Check the program out in the link below. So I'm going to start with the fact that SparkDev, a Twig developer in our community, pretty well known Twig developer in our community, is currently building an alternative for the Anemone. For those of you who've been jailbroken for quite a while, you probably know that Anemone is pretty much the de facto platform for theming on iOS. So you'd pretty much download themes from Cydia and you would open them in the Anemone and apply them to the system. Now, Anemone has been cluttering the system for quite a while, and a lot of users of the Anemone are reporting battery draining and of course slowdown on the system and crashes and so on, which are caused directly by the Anemone. So SparkDev with Dennis Bednarz, who is designing the tool, are currently building something called Snowboard, which is going to pretty much be an alternative to Winterboard and Anemone, but this one shouldn't cause any battery draining or slowdown on the system or crashes and so on. Dennis Bednarz has posted a few screenshots of the tool and how it looks for the moment, and as you can see it's pretty clear and pretty neat. Now, Pangu, a former Electra team member and a hacker in our community, has tested this back in September and he said, quote, "Just got SparkDev's upcoming Snowboard theming engine installed on my device and it literally feels like it's a stock system feature." So he pretty much says that it's working fast and it doesn't drain a battery and it doesn't clutter the system just like Anemone does. Now you should keep in mind that Coolstar also announced an update upcoming for the Anemone, which is Anemone version 3, but at this point it's pretty much clear that people will probably switch to the Snowboard, which apparently is going to be lighter and faster because of course at this point Anemone is well known for its instability and battery draining and so on. Now I'm going to keep you updated with what's going on with the Snowboard, but of course it's definitely a good idea to try them both when they're out. The next thing I would like to discuss is the iOS 12.1 Beta 2. And yes, if you take a look in here, you can see that there is a new build number available. The number is 16B5068i, and this one is pretty much the build number for the iOS 12.1 Beta 2, which of course you shouldn't be updating to if you're interested in jailbreaking. For the moment, iOS 12, the official version 12.0, and 11.4.1 are still signed, so you should stay on these two versions if you're interested in jailbreaking. Now, naturally, I would recommend you to stay on iOS 11.4.1 since this one doesn't have any CoreTrust enhancements, so updating the Electra jailbreak for the iOS 11.4.1 once Ian Beer is pretty much posting his exploit that he announced in here should be quite trivial. However, for the iOS 12, things have to change a little bit in order for it to work, so yeah, definitely it's going to take a little bit more time than 11.4.1. But we do have bugs and exploits for iOS 12 as well that should be released. So iOS 12 should also be considered okay for jailbreaking. However, the iOS 12.1 isn't. We do not know anything about iOS 12.1 for the moment. There is no exploit that has been tested to see if it works on iOS 12.1, and chances are that iOS 12.1 does indeed patch some of these exploits, so be careful, do not update to iOS 12.1 even though you might have the update available if you have the beta profile installed. And the last topic I would like to discuss in this video is the Corellium. If you take a look in here, MinSparkZeng has posted, even though in Chinese, a write-up in here on Weibo about jailbreaking or iOS 12 perfect jailbreak, and that involves Corellium, which is pretty much a virtual iOS machine where you can pretty much test anything you want and develop your own jailbreak. Now, he goes in details in here on how everything works and how you select your device and how you build one and so on. But what Corellium is pretty much a virtual machine where you can pretty much sign up for their website, though it's still available for a limited number of people for the moment and you require an invitation. And after that, you select which device you would like to create, and then you will be able to create a virtual device, which is pretty much an iPhone 7, an iPhone 8, an iPhone 10, and so on. There are many devices you can choose from, and you can select which iOS version you want these devices to run on, that being either iOS 10 all the way up to iOS 12. 12. And of course, the beauty of it is that you can select iOS 12 and have it already jailbroken, since the Corellium controls the entire boot process, and this means that they can bootstrap a custom kernel and patches and so on. Now you're going to ask me, why is this important? We cannot do that in real life, so why this helps? Well, after you are able to run a jailbroken version of iOS 12, for example, on a virtual machine, you would be able to pretty much poke at it with a lot of tools in order to see if there are any vulnerabilities in the kernel, and you would be able to test anything way better than testing on a real device. Now, of course, when building a jailbreak, there is also the risk of bootlooping your own device. And if you're not careful and you bootloop your own device, you would not have any development device left to test your code, and you might as well not be able to release your jailbreak. Now, with the Corellium, the thing changes. You can build as many devices as you want, and these are virtual devices that are running legitimate iOS, so you would pretty much be able to scrap them to the recycle bin when you no longer need them. And that's of course very good, because you are able to connect via SSH and perform any security related tasks that you would perform on a real device. So you can test your jailbreak and your code and everything you don't feel safe testing on your own device on these particular devices, which are pretty much virtual, and there is nothing to break. If you break the device and it's no longer powering on, you can simply remove it from your account and create a new one, as simple as that. So jailbreakers and security researchers can easily find vulnerabilities now and can easily assess what their exploit is doing without risking their own devices and without risking bootlooping and so on. So with this, there shouldn't be any excuses that the jailbreak doesn't work on a particular device. Thank you for watching, guys. This video is brought to you by Wondershare. They currently have a giveaway where you can pretty much win an iPhone XR. All you have to do is to navigate here to contest number 3. The link is in the description down below, and you can select which iPhone do you like from the range released this year. And of course, if you're lucky, you can win the new iPhone XR. Check them out in the description down below, and good luck. Now, this is pretty much it, guys. Do not forget, do not update to iOS 12.1. For the moment, it would definitely be a good idea to stay on 11.4.1 since it might receive a jailbreak faster. Thank you for watching. I'm GeoSnow, and till the next time, peace out.